the Merriam-Webster Dictionary, collaboration is defined as working jointly with others or together, specifically in an intellectual endeavor. Levine and Moreland emphasize the essential role collaboration has within society, as research is often conducted by groups rather than individuals. Findings are only often taken seriously after they undergo peer review and are disseminated to the wider scientific community, and scientists organize themselves into societies to facilitate the exchange of ideas. Particular attention has been devoted to the critical role that collaboration plays in scientific creativity. A classic example is the work that led to one of the most important discoveries in the history of science, the structure of the DNA. We can clearly see that collaboration has a positive impact on society. Levine and Moreland state that collaboration rests both implicitly and explicitly on the assumption that human cognition is an interpersonal as well as an intrapersonal process. Interpersonal meaning the relationship between people, and intrapersonal meaning the relationships occurring within the individual's mind. We will be examining first the intrapersonal process, group formation. To answer the question of how collaborative groups form, we must consider both the characteristics of the people who join and the conditions under which they come together. According to Farrell, collaborative circles generally begin as small groups of friends, usually 3 to 5, and seldom more than 8, who meet through social networks organized along disciplinary or occupational lines. Generally, the network members who join the collaborative circles tend to possess relatively equal status and resources, exhibit similar interaction styles, and hold similar values. Moreland identified 4 types of social integration that underlie group formation. Environment occurs when the physical, social, or cultural environment provides the resources necessary for a group to form. Behavioral occurs when people become dependent on one another for the satisfaction of important needs, such as an accurate view of themselves and the world around them. Cognitive occurs when people realize they belong together because they share similar characteristics that distinguish their group from others. And finally, affective occurs when people develop shared feelings. Regardless of how new members enter a group, they undergo socialization of some kind after they join. Moving on, group performance. Once a collaborative group has an initial complement of members, it begins to engage in goal-directed behaviors. According to Levine, members must be motivated to share their ideas, which only occurs if they believe these ideas are potentially useful and likely to be accepted. Second, they must actually communicate their ideas to one another. Third, these ideas must receive thoughtful consideration, and consensus must be reached about which idea is best. Finally, the idea chosen must be implemented. Farrell suggests that these steps are heavily influenced by group members' personal relationships with one another. He argues that the bulk of a circle's creative work occurs not through collaboration among all members, but rather through collaboration within dyads that have developed close relationships. Dyad members engage in a special kind of exchange characterized by trust, uninhibited by exchange of ideas, and mutual support. To change perspectives now, Levine and Moreland state that intergroup collaboration is successful when in-group identification among the members of collaborative groups. According to the social identity theory, in-group identification is based on members' perception that their group has unique and positive features because of its distinctiveness from and superiority to outgroups. Collaboration is a complex and multi-tiered group process. Through understanding how individuals can effectively collaborate within a group, we can now transfer this knowledge into an educational setting. In the forthcoming videos, collaboration and technology integration will be examined, elaborating upon how this psychological process can actually influence change regarding traditional and outdated classroom pedagogy that inhibits the use of technology.